Hola, I am Bernard Parker, your next representative in the Florida House, District 22, which includes all of Levy County and the southwestern part of Marion County. I am passionate about three issues: water, housing, and children. Florida is water. When we view the Earth from space, it appears to be mainly water. But fresh water is only a fraction of the Earth's mass. The tiny bubble you see over Atlanta represents all the fresh water in lakes and rivers. The Floridan aquifer covers 100,000 square miles, including parts of Alabama, Georgia, and South Carolina. But we have a water crisis. We are pumping and polluting too much. Our water budget does not balance. It's like your financial budget. You can only for so long spend more money than you're taking in. Rainfall in Florida averages 150 billion gallons a day, and yet only about 6% of that actually reaches the aquifer. So we need to reduce pumping and fertilizing. How would we do that? By charging a tiered fee for all the water that is pumped, and by increasing the fee for all nitrogen fertilizer. These two fees would greatly reduce both the pumping and the fertilizer use, and these fees would be dedicated to the Florida Aquifer Protection Fee. I was a volunteer Global Village leader with Habitat for Humanity for 10 years. And in that time, I helped build houses in 20 third world countries. Now, Habitat is one source of affordable housing, but the government needs to be a major player. There is a tax paid on every real estate transaction in Florida, and this tax is placed in a trust called the Sadowski Fund, which is dedicated to affordable housing initiatives. This past year, however, the legislature stripped $185 million from this $300 million trust fund and allocated it to other programs. Now, every family has a right to safe, affordable housing. The growth of our economy depends on this. A worker earning minimum wage in Florida has to work over 100 hours in order to afford a one-bedroom apartment. We need to raise the minimum wage to $15 an hour and spend the Sadowski Fund the way it was intended. I am a volunteer guardian ad litem appointed by the court to advocate for the manifest best interests of the 4 children in my care. This past year, the legislature did not fund fully the Department of Children and Family or the Guardian program. Since children in foster care are the most likely not to complete high school and the most likely to be incarcerated, it is short-sighted not to provide the services needed now that will only cost us much later on. Last year, the legislature increased the per-pupil spending by a mere 49 cents. Florida ranks 42nd in the nation for spending per pupil. Last year, we spent $9,737, whereas the national average was $12,526. Florida ranks 46th in teacher salary. In fact, a Florida teacher can go to Alabama and make more money. And Florida ranks 46th also in the SAT score average of our high school seniors. And finally, Florida ranks 49th in the percentage of certified teachers who are teaching K through 12. The growth of our economy depends on an educated workforce, and so we must increase the resources dedicated to education at all levels. I am Bernard Parker. I'm passionate about 3 things: water, housing, and children. You can view my website at www.parker22.com to learn more about me personally and the issues that I stand for. I appreciate your support in November. Thank you.